Noel has the reputation for wham bam slam, so most decks tend to be built around that. But most of the decks that you can find online are outdated, some to the extent of being a bit silly now. So, welcome to another deck showcase video, where today, the goal is to make an unkillable Noel deck. So, let's break down our deck briefly before seeing it in action. To start with, we run the Oceanid over Xingqiu or any other non-Geo character card. The Oceanid's Frog summon can create a damage-reducing shield, and her summons in general are an early end-phase threat that can often cause the opponent to spend their dice trying to remove. Additionally, the Oceanid summons simply apply more consistent Hydro application for crystallized reactions than Xingqiu can. We also opt for the Stonehide Lawachurl over Ningguang for our second Geo character card. This is because Ningguang's early damage output is too low for what we need, and it's important to emphasize here that this is not a stall deck, it is a ramp deck. While the Lawachurl does buy us the time to place down key supporting cards, we also need to be able to put early pressure on the opponent to force them into depleting their resources before we bring Noel to the field. The Lawachurl also allows us to take out the opponent's key character cards early on, like Xingqiu and Freeze decks. Moving from the character cards, let's talk about the key cards of this deck. These cards are the General's Ancient Helm artifact, the Georesonance card, and the Wolf's Gravestone. The Wolf's Gravestone is a staple in virtually all Noel decks since it allows her to easily clean up weakened enemy character cards. The General's Ancient Helm artifact replaces the Gambler's Earrings artifact card from older Noel decks that focus on the one-turn kills. The Georesonance card is what really allows Noel to gain insane shield numbers. When used with her skill, Noel will gain 5 points of her full plate shield. But when used with Noel's skill while activating a crystallize reaction, Noel will gain 4 points of full plate shield and 2 points of crystallize. Besides giving 1 more point of shield, the latter option is better due to the order in which shields are depleted when hit. The game will target virtually all shields other than Noel's full plate first, starting with the shield from the Ancient Helm artifact. This is important since Noel's full plate shield also halves damage taken from physical attacks, making her shield the most valuable of them. To further help with sustainability not exclusive to Noel, we also have 2 copies of Lotus Flower Crisps and Mushroom Pizzas. The 1 copy of Adeptus' Temptation can find good value on all of our character cards, but will likely be used for our Lawachurl's last stand before sacrificing it and moving to Noel. And since we do want to sacrifice character cards to build up our Noel, we also have 2 copies of I Haven't Lost Yet. This card also partners well with our other dice generating engines, like our 2 copies of Paimon, Levin, and the Geo dice card, and our 1 copy of the Parametric Transformer. The reason why we run so many dice generating cards is due to just how expensive our setup can be. Because of these steep dice costs, we also opt for high payoff card draw engines like Chang the Ninth and Liyue Harbor instead of Strategize. But with the deck explanation out of the way, let's get into some matches and see how the deck does. Okay, looks like a 1.0 Ayaka Yoimiya deck. Didn't expect to find those around anymore. We've got a pretty good starting hand here. Pretty much everything we would want. Lieben to help as well. So let's think what we need to deal with here. The Bennett can be a problem. The Ayaka obviously will be our main issue when it comes to dealing with reactions. But of course, if they're running energy, Yoimiya is a big issue as well. We're still going to go with our standard start here. Okay, let's see. Is there anything we want to place for 2? Nah. So yeah, we're going to try to aim for as much Hydro as possible here. Don't know what's going on stacked there. And does not look like we get anything amazing for that. Oof. Huh. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a Lieben time. And if the opponent's starting first, that could be quite the issue here. Huh.
In the image of the wilderness.
Okay, the frog is good. We wanted the high roll frog here. And assume they're going to do something. They're probably going to be able to do their burst if they have an energy card right here and now. So if they have star signs. No, they're going to quick swap the what? Ayaka. Try to do melt. Oh, this normal attack. Okay. Fair enough. It gives me that. I'm going to place the Paimon card over the gravestone. That is going to be more beneficial in the long run. And then I'm just going to end so that I have the chance to figure out where I want to switch to next turn. Interesting that they would, Okay, and we can quick swap as well, so that's good. I could theoretically swap to the Noelle and get the full plate up instantly. I don't know if I want to do that, though. I think it's better just to place our stuff with the old Lawachurl. In which case, I'm probably just going to go to the Lawachurl, unless this gives me, oops, all Hydro. Which it doesn't, so that's good. And we have that, so that's a thing we can consider. I would like to be able to get the Crystallize off, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm not too concerned here. Dealing big damage and scaring the Ayaka is a little more important to me. Yeah, especially when they're going to use that in shield.
Whirling snow.
I'm not too phased. Because I'm then going to use this. And then we could smack for 0 and have our burst next turn. Do I want to do that, or do I want to save the dice for Lieben? Might as well do it. Yeah, we'll do 0, whatever, but we'll have a burst, so if we do manage to draw into our Adeptus Temptation, we at least will have some hefty damage. Okay, so they've got some free swap going on. Are they going to do that? They've got free and quick swap down, so they've got their support that's needed for Ayaka doing damage. What? I guess... Okay. Maybe they have Pyro Resonance, which could be theoretically lethal? What would that be? 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 3 is 8, but subtract 1. They theoretically have lethal right there, if they have Pyro Resonance. They just didn't want to take damage there. That's fine. Would have liked to have, haven't lost yet, that would be better, but... In case they do, we may want to hold on one of those Hydro dice. Yeah, this is... If we do get whacked there, we can just do our Hydro summons, place this on Noelle, and be good to go. Because Pyro Yep. So they have lethal right there. That's fine. Unfortunate that we don't have I Haven't Lost Yet in our hand at the moment, but yeah, I saw that coming. That's no big deal. I am not particularly bothered by that. I will do this just for that sake, and then this.
Water's form is ever changing.
And now where they're using their cards pretty fast and loose here. So we already know that they used a Pyro die and they used one of their resonance cards. We've got some decent shielding stuff up here. Pizza on the Ayaka, that's fine. Once Noelle starts bam slamming, we should be fine. And they don't have much for card rigging. They're leaving it at 3 dice. So I'm gonna do that. And then the rest can go to Lieben, which will regenerate our cards way faster than theirs, and we get more dice. Yeah, we should be in a pretty good spot here. Parametric Transformer, kinda don't like placing that without another Lieben on the field. So we might just hold on to that. I don't know if I want to go to the, to Noelle just yet. We don't have a fast swap for it, so I might just sit here and see what we can do with, the Oceanid. Burst, that's fine. He doesn't have his, whatchamabob, the card out, so I'm not too bothered by that.
In the image of the wilderness.
In theory, they could try to kill the Oceanid.
Water too. Water will never disappear.
That is perfectly fine. We get more of this. Again, I am not fazed by this at all right now. Because they are going to start experiencing some big problems. We get to play that. I may still get the shield up just in case here. We'll be able to get a better shield up next turn, but
leave it all to me.
This will help quite a bit too. Yeah, because that's going to take the Ayaka very low, well within Noelle doing what Noelle does best. Just a turn too late. That will be useful, though. I will happily take the Cathedral. However, the I Haven't Lost Yet is looking like it's going towards tuning. Or not. We got a decent amount of stuff there. We have enough, definitely, to do another shield combo. Okay, that's fine. He has Hydro applied to him, so it doesn't matter to me. They're going to try to get his burst back, it seems. Or at least have his burst ready. 0 right there. Do I want to do that yet, or do I want to just go in for the slam? Because we have 2 full plate left. We would potentially lose HP. If they have a quick swap into that, that would be 5 plus... Well, it wouldn't be 5 plus 2 because they don't have that out, so it would just be... Yeah, it would just be 5, and then I'd lose 3, theoretically be able to heal some back, but at the same time do metric crap tons of damage here. This might be the better choice, and then we can always do what we need to conversion-wise. We did just give him a bunch of cards, which is unfortunate, but we've got that right there. Actually, I forgot about the crystallize when I hit, so we're actually only going to take 2 if we were to get hit by that. But I don't think they're going to do it, and I think they're realizing it isn't going to look pretty. Yeah, and they realize where this is going and concede right there. Wow, so Noelle, once again, proving that we're willing to sacrifice the other cards for Noelle to just face tank planets and be able to out-damage whatever is thrown at her. We didn't get to see a huge amount of it this one, but it's there. The potential is very noticeable, and we still had, I wish we could go back and actually see it, we still had another Geo-Resonance that, come next turn, would have been able to get a shield back even more. So they really didn't have much of a chance to actually kill the Noelle at that point. Okay, we've got ourselves a Hydro-Res freeze deck with Ganyu. This is interesting. Very interesting. This isn't a bad combo. I don't know if I want to do this, though. This doesn't have many pieces that I like. I definitely don't want you... that could be useful for freeze deck. I'm gonna risk it, though. We'll keep the Lieben combo. Okay, hi, Lieben. Yeah. Okay, how do we want to play this? In your average freeze deck, Xingqiu attacks and starts first, usually. But I really am not too scared of Xingqiu in this deck, simply because Ganyu is only going to be able to attack a couple of times a turn at most. Usually only once a turn. And yeah, it's a lot of damage, and it's piercing damage, which we do have to be concerned about with Noelle taking a lot of damage. So Ganyu actually is the biggest threat of all at this point. We may need to bring out the Noelle very quickly here.
There is no escape.
I figured the Xingqiu would start. I'm actually fine with Xingqiu starting. This is going to let us get our stuff down faster. Because I don't really want to go toe-to-toe with the piercing damage against this. That's where we have an issue. I'm going to try to see if I can. I want to keep the 2, but I'm going to try to see if we can roll more Hydro. We got 1 Hydro. Okay. Not ideal, but we will make do. And we've got double Lieben. I'm going to place this just in case. Hope that we get a frog. We did not. We got a squirrel, which will be good enough. Xingqiu usually is a slower start in terms of damage. They're aiming to get the burst out, and that's a-okay with us. We're going to start getting Noelle's stuff going. If they want to sit there and start putting stuff into that, by all means. We don't really care when this goes off, so long as one of our Liebens are still around, we should be good. I'm on. Okay, so we're all playing kind of a slower ramp start. We get a quick swap, which we do. We can easily quick swap and then start doing some big slam damage there. We also have the Paimon to consider. And we have the things for the Paimon. Can we get the big slam combo? Ooh, 1 die short. Okay. Regular hit is what it's going to be. I don't think I want to risk throwing out either of these. They're a little too valuable for us. We could theoretically crystallize shield with Noelle, too. No, well, we don't have the dice for it, so this is better. I have quite a few dice here. My guess is that they are going to try to get the burst off and then maybe get something going with Ganyu. I could attack for 2 and then... They probably have something to heal, or we'll just switch. So I'm not too concerned about the Xingqiu. I'm mostly concerned about this.
Witness the power
as
of
expected. I'm not too concerned here. Again, if they manage to feed my Transformer, I'm fine with that. Okay, they're gonna have the dice go then to their leave-in. Interesting. We have another one of these that we could theoretically put on the Oceanid if we wanted to. I don't know if that's really needed at this point, so we'll kind of just wait and see. We may want these for... Yeah, I'm going to keep those for the sword. Again, we have to get down our big combos here. Not the dice that we necessarily wanted, but at the same time, we are going to get plenty more. So there's no reason to be too concerned. They have one more dice than I do. Again, I don't think there's a reason to be too bothered here. I'm just gonna normal attack, get him out of the way. They're probably going to freeze, and that's, again, that's whatever.
I have taught you.
They definitely have, but yeah. The Ganyu certainly has the means to do that. That's fine. I'm not too concerned. She can probably even attack twice, which means it may be better. Yep. So that's gonna do the 2 there. She, again, is probably going to attack twice here. The issue is in how do we dodge this? I don't really want... We don't have a quick swap, which is a problem because she can just do this again if they have the dice for. They have the cards for all of the tuning in the world. So that's not really an issue for them. They're probably going to have to do it again to me if they want to, Yeah, they're going to try to re-roll it. We're going to hope for low roll on our side for them. But yeah, they're going to have to freeze the Noelle if they don't want to start taking some major damage. I don't like bringing Noelle out early here, but we've got to start mitigating some of that piercing damage. Instead of taking 2 piercing, we'll only take 1. Or 1 regular, and then the rest of them we're going to take a heck of a ton of piercing. Lawachurl's probably going to die, which is unfortunate, but that's just what it is. Okay, what's the plan here? Something tells me they didn't get the dice that they wanted. If they're just doing that, they're going to probably try to go for a normal attack kind of a thing. That's fine, because we're going to gain plenty old shield here. So we'll be able to withstand the normal attack and still take the freeze. Perfectly fine. They got rid of the freeze on us. I am 100% happy with that. How do we want to play this? I think we hold off. I don't think, because of how this is going to work, I don't think I want to bother with playing this. Because we've got double Lieben going off. I think we just wait. They removed the cryo on us, which is exactly what I wanted to. Their combo is quickly going to end here. The Mona will be able to take down pretty hard. What we really just need to do is be able to get some Hydro out there. A quick swap would help. Or just start getting some more shield up if we get our Geo Resonance. Even the 5 shield instead of the 6 will be fine. And we just drew shield right there. End heals, so we've got some stuff that we can work with. Plenty of dice for it too. I'll keep the Hydro just in case. We definitely don't want any of that stuff though. No Geo. That's mighty rough. Let's hope we've got a free swap. We do have a Geo Resonance. Can we get a... Nope, no Bestis. So what? Well, we've got, 14 dice. Let's be real. They're probably like, oh my. They're probably feeling it there. So I think we're probably good. And they only have 8, so I think we're good to do some moves and really get the shield built up. So now we've got ourselves 10 shields showing with the Lotus Crisps. So they aren't going to do damage. Their only goal is to freeze. Their best bet is if they have a quick swap, to try to quick swap the Mona and then try to do freezes that way. Or just Ganyu Burst into then quick swapping to Mona, which we can also heal up. Yep, there's the Ganyu Burst. That's fine. That would do 5. That would do 3 if I wanted to do any kind of conversions here. And I could. And I probably will, since I don't think we're going to use that.
Time to clean up.
And the piercing is what we have to worry about. So if they don't have a quick swap to get to Mona, that's not going to be enough. Okay, so she's dead. Oh, no, they got the freeze off. Okay. Never mind, I forgot about that. We can freeze it from... We could go into the Lava Churl. Or the Oceanid and start converting. Kind of depends on how I want to do this. It's a lot of dice we'd be wasting if we didn't. I don't think we need to use that there, to be honest. Like, there's no point, right? Because we can't convert all of them to Ocean. I mean, theoretically, we could get a chunk of it, but I think just Ocean and normal attack is what we do.
No escape.
They're going to end their turn, that's fine. I would like to draw a quick swap, or just allow the Oceanid to die. One or the other. Are they gonna try to... Okay, they're gonna put heal off. Interesting. Double heals. That won't last for too long, to be honest. I'm going to... do we want to heal the... I feel like the Oceanid is going to have better value. But the Oceanid will also live. This prepares us for Crystallize if we need it. So I'm not too concerned there. We could have free swapped it back if we wanted to, but again... And maybe that would have been the smarter idea. But we could also just let the Oceanid die. Or one of them die, and then use Noelle. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of all of that there. Okay, we've got a Geo, we've got one Hydro. Not what we're looking for there. They're gonna try to go for the piercing again, it seems. That is their best bet, is to go for the piercing, but I'm not too concerned about it, so long as I can keep switching. Because I can just switch back to Noelle. I probably should have done it at the get-go anyways. Yeah, now they're gonna do this. This is where we need to switch back to Noelle at this point. Like, we can't really afford much to be going on here. I think we have to do that. Or we let him die. It's also an option. Because he's going to die. Well, no. He won't die just yet. And I don't think they're going to be able to do 5 damage here.
I will protect you.
Or not even 5 damage. They have to do 6 damage here. On 3 dice. I don't see that happening. I'd be more concerned with us freezing.
Oh,
He is going to die, though, which is a bit annoying. I could do that and just start getting... I see where they're trying to go with this. I'm going to get the shield up.
Leave it all to me.
Yeah, now we're rocking a pretty good amount of shield going on here.
My contract goes unfulfilled.
The main thing we have to worry about, of course, is, again, the freeze. That's the big thing. Because Mona will be able to freeze again. We don't have to worry too much about damage after this point. He'll die. That's fine. So our main goal then is to just start getting Hydro. Because that did nothing. He's dead. It's fine. Now we get that. Hydro is what we've got to worry about here. Yeah, so no matter what, they're going to freeze the Noelle, unless they just magically don't roll a single Hydro dice, but they can convert, so it's no big deal. Yeah, Mona will go for that. That's fine. In fact, I'm fine with Mona doing that and even freezing the Oceanid.
Contamination must be washed away.
We're just gonna move back and forth here.
As you wish.
And now the Noelle won't take damage. The Oceanid will, which is unfortunate, but the Noelle will not. We had some good dice too, that's foolish. Well, not foolish, it's unfortunate. Oh. That's a big deal. And we have this. I think I'll stick with the defense here over the thing. We have to worry about Mona's burst. So we do need to wipe her out pretty soon here. Actually, she can't really do much damage with her burst. Her burst does 4, but her herself, I mean, 4 damage, whoopee, we still have 1 shield left. And then she's, what, going to double it, but we're going to get it back anyways? We'll be fine. Yeah, she's going to get that. Congrats. That's no big deal to us. Now, unless they have an Adeptus Temptation, we'll still have 3 shield. So we'll still have 1 HP. But do we risk it? Let's see. 5. When we get over there, we'll be down. We might not have enough to get back. How many do we need here? We need 1 to get over, which will take us to 7. 1 to get back, which will take us to 6. 1 for this, which will take us to 5, and then 5. I think we can do this.
There is no escape.
Yep, there's the Adeptus Temptation, as expected.
Decided by destiny.
That leaves us with 1, which is why we needed to do that. Now we can hit them with this.
Mirror the myriad.
And in fact, I'll even outright let the Oceanid die next turn. Because we have 2 of these, which will be more dice for us. Not that we need the quick swap, but now they waste their burst on killing a 1 HP enemy. And it looks like we're going to need those extra dice because not the prettiest of rolls. There's heal there, okay.
Let me scribe.
That's fine.
Where is the Pure Land?
We still have plenty of things here. I could theoretically do that, but I feel like I just really want to not. Actually, hold up. That's 5. That'd be 8. We'd be off by 1. Not that I think that they're going to be able to kill us, but, you know. Just for a
I
precaution.
must leave no stone unturned.
We'll be able to do it. This is a precaution, because we can do this next round. We can boom, 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 doom, not next round. Next time we attack. There's enough shield that they're not making through Adeptus Temptation. When we have this too, we'll have enough dice to be able to Adeptus Temptation and Burst for the, how much were we doing there? 5, yeah, for 8, yeah. Don't think that's going to be enough. Yep, and that is just a little too slow on their part for it.
Time to clean up.
So yeah, pretty close. Piercing decks are definitely something you have to be worried about, but again, Noelle proving that she will be able to face tank things in this deck and still be fine. Obviously, the Lotus Crisps proved to be very critical when we needed them for saving the Oceanid, so that we could stall out another round there. But yeah, those shields, being able to hold through, knowing how to switch to the shielded character so that they take no damage while the others can get hit by the piercing. That's really the only way to deal with piercing decks when you're playing a shield deck. So certainly a good match against a deck that theoretically could have had an advantage there. Really did have an advantage. Definitely not the best matchup for our deck, but we managed to come out on top there. All in all, this deck certainly proves that Noelle decks have only gotten stronger since release, so more people should try to use updated versions. If you enjoyed this showcase, feel free to like the video and subscribe. If you use this Noelle deck or other types of Noelle decks, feel free to leave a comment below, and I hope to see you for the next one.